I'm here with my buddy Brian Fishbook. He's been on the foundation training program for 9-10 years now. He's one of the first guys that I was able to reach when the first book came out. Actually, I guess you reached out to us and has had a series of injuries, but I'm gonna maybe just tell him a little bit about your background and your story for a moment.
Yeah, I mean, multiple years of chronic back pain. Probably started with an ACL injury when I was young, and then just the mechanical failures of all that rehab and stuff. And then I kind of thought back pain was a normal thing. Thought you just had to learn to live with it. It continued to just get worse to the point where I was not going to be able to do work, and I was in constant pain. And then I was working with a partner in the paramedic industry that I work in British Columbia, and he had mentioned that his back hurts a bunch, and so did his dad's, and his dad had this book that he had looked at. It was called Foundation Training. I searched out just like the little bit of content that was online and realized that there was, obviously, you were talking about stuff that I like really identified with, and that turned into an email on like the info page, which turned into a phone number from you that turned into a phone call. And maybe the best part of that is that you told me that you totally knew exactly how I felt. That kind of constantly chasing tweaks and torques and always being sore and tight and never really being able to fix it with all the modalities that I had tried. And yeah, a little bit of discussion with you on just like some of the most basic parts of the Founder. And I started to sort of tap into some of those aspects that gave me a little bit of relief. And then I just continued to hound you until...
Let's fast forward 9-10 years later. Here we are today.
Yeah.
How was it today?
So, yeah, it was remarkable. All the stuff that I work on now that I'm actually quite self-sufficient with and can chase down a lot of the problems and sort of self-diagnose and help myself get out of like the much less frequent tweaks and much less severe tweaks. And now we work again for, what's that been, 25 minutes,
Yeah,
30 minutes. And I'm tied into a whole bunch of new sensations of previous exercises that I've worked on, and it's like starting from scratch again, but at a whole nother level.
That's it, man.
And,
keep up in the level.
And yeah, it continually shows me that the progress is never ending, and I'm in way, way less discomfort than I was that many years ago. And if someone told me that there was an option to get out of pain, I kind of wouldn't have believed people at that point. And I feel way different than I used to, and that's almost miracle-esque for me. So
if somebody asked you if foundation training could help them, what do you think?
Yeah, it's without question. I mean, I have to be careful how excited I get about it, because I maybe sound like the crazy person because it worked so well for me. So I really just tell people to explore it on their own, and not to necessarily do it like you do an exercise in the gym, but just explore the sensation that's different from maybe what you felt before. And for me, that's where kind of the root of all the progress has come from.
Genius.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian.
Well, I don't know I know who the genius is. It's you.
Where's Sonora? Thanks, man.